Before designing an exercise program, a personal trainer must master the human body as an integrated biological system. Personal training is not merely demonstrating movements, it is the strategic application of exercise science, risk stratification, and metabolic health. We begin with a distinction tested on every major certification exam: the difference between fitness and health. Physical fitness is a functional capability, the ability to perform daily physical tasks efficiently without excessive fatigue. Health, as defined by the World Health Organization, is a complete state of physical, mental, and social well being, not merely the absence of disease. This distinction creates a surprising reality. A person can be physically fit yet clinically unhealthy, or free from medical disease yet severely unfit. Clients fall into three main operational groups. General population clients are healthy individuals seeking general fitness or body composition improvements. Special population clients have medical conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, or heart disease that require medical clearance and specialized exercise modifications. Sports performance clients are competitive athletes training for high level athletic performance. Personal trainers must strictly respect their scope of practice. Trainers assess physical baseline metrics, design exercise programs, and coach lifestyle habits. They never diagnose medical conditions, treat physical injuries, or prescribe medical nutrition plans. To understand human movement, we must master all 11 body systems. Visualize the human body as an automated industrial complex. The skeletal system is the steel framework and storage vault. It provides structural support, protects organs, stores minerals, and creates blood cells inside red bone marrow through a process called hematopoiesis. The muscular system represents the mechanical pistons driving movement, heat, and metabolic rate across voluntary skeletal muscle, involuntary cardiac muscle, and involuntary smooth muscle. The nervous system is the high speed fiber optic network delivering rapid electrical signaling, while the endocrine system functions like corporate mail trucks, releasing chemical hormones for long term regulation. The cardiovascular system acts as hydraulic plumbing, transporting oxygen, nutrients, and waste, working alongside the respiratory system, which handles gas exchange by taking in oxygen and expelling carbon dioxide. The digestive system is the processing plant that breaks down complex food into bioavailable fuel units. Proteins become amino acids, carbohydrates become glucose, and fats become fatty acids and glycerol. Meanwhile, the urinary system filters blood. The lymphatic system manages immunity, the integumentary system regulates temperature through the skin, and the reproductive system governs sex hormones. When evaluating weight, obesity is defined physiologically as excess body fat that harms health, not simply high scale weight. Subcutaneous fat is stored directly beneath the skin, like an outer winter coat. It acts as an insulator and carries lower health risk. Visceral fat is packed deep inside the abdominal cavity around internal organs like foam packing peanuts crammed inside a delicate machine. When visceral fat expands, it releases inflammatory chemicals directly into the blood supply, leading to the liver. Adipose distribution follows two main patterns: android, or apple-shaped abdominal fat carrying high cardiovascular risk, and gynoid, or pear-shaped fat around the hips and thighs. Body mass index measures weight relative to height, but because it cannot separate muscle from fat, it can miss normal weight obesity, commonly called skinny fat, where an individual exhibits normal scale weight. alongside high visceral fat and low muscle mass. To coach metabolic clients safely, trainers must understand blood sugar dynamics. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune condition where the pancreas stops producing insulin entirely. Type 2 diabetes is a lifestyle related condition where cell receptors become resistant to insulin. Under resting conditions, glucose uptake works like a lock and key. Insulin acts as the key, turning the cell lock to open glut for transporter doors that let glucose inside. In type 2 diabetes, the lock is jammed. However, muscle contraction during exercise creates an emergency backdoor pass. When muscle fibers contract, energy drops and activates an internal enzyme called AMPK, or MPK acts as a master switch that forces GLUT4 transporter doors directly to the cell membrane without needing insulin or turning the jammed lock. This mechanism renders strength training a powerful non-pharmacological tool for improving blood sugar control. Recovery science is equally essential. Sleeping less than 6 hours per night activates the stress axis, elevating cortisol levels. Chronic cortisol breaks down muscle, worsens insulin resistance, lowers satiety hormones, and increases hunger hormones. Finally, trainers must recognize red flags, stop an exercise session immediately, and call emergency services if a client experiences chest pressure, severe shortness of breath, sudden dizziness, or a resting blood pressure reading above 180/110.